What you're about to see was made before the recent investigation of harassment, discrimination of female employees at Blizzard. Alright, let's see here.
Hey guys, what's up? Mad Season here, back with another video for you. We got a pretty big one today, I'll tell you what. I'm quitting World of Warcraft, and no, you can't have my stuff. Well, that's about it though. Hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my Patreon, buy Raid Shadow Legends, and also Ridge Wallet. Like the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one.
I mean, that was pretty cool. Like, at the end of the day, like, I agree on his points, and it's probably pretty good, you know? So, at the end of the day, I respect him for whatever he did. And, okay, let's get... Sorry.
Peace. Alright, we'll do an actual video. This isn't the last World of Warcraft video that you'll see. I do have one more planned after this, simply due to the fact that I don't want this one to be my last. But honestly, I'm not even sure where to start here. I guess from the beginning would be the most logical step. In March of 2005, MadSeasonshow drove me to the video game store. All of my friends were quitting another game I played, Star Wars Galaxies, for this new MMO that took the world by storm, MMO. World of Warcraft. Alright, I'll check it out, I said to myself. Sounds like it could be pretty decent. The graphics are kind of awful. I can see how it could be.
I actually thought they were pretty good. Back in the day, dude, when I saw WoW, I was like, I kid you not, guys, I was like, wow. They were like, when I saw, because I was used to Warcraft 3, right? So like having like that like 3D world and like you could run around was insane to me.
So popular, but let's mess around with it. Fast forward 16 years later, here I am. I've played the game pretty consistently over the years. Yes, even all of the Warlords of Draenor expansion. People ask me all the time what my favorite expansion is. And the true answer is the Warlords of Draenor, because it was so bad and I got so bored that I started up this very YouTube channel as a way to keep myself occupied. Because playing with myself in my garrison sure as hell wasn't enough for me or the other 7 people who played it through its entirety.
I was so hyped for garrisons, man. I was so hyped, man. They were such a big disappointment. VOD could have been the greatest expansion of all time, guys.
But one thing led to another, and about 6 years after that, here I stand with a YouTube channel that's grown far bigger than I could have ever hoped or imagined for. I suppose that this is the case for a lot of channels. I imagine it's pretty common to dick around with videos here and there, expecting nothing more than your own amusement, but somehow, some way, things sort of spiraled out of control. The channel is now a responsibility. Hey, wait a second. I didn't sign up for this crap. Quick, everyone unsubscribe. It is though. It's a responsibility, and I've been very vocal over my time on YouTube about being, well, vocal. Fucking Blizzard! And that's what we're doing today.
He is actually one of the people who has been very vocal about like some things in classic WoW and stuff like that, where he was like really unhappy with it, where a lot of people just like kind of slid it under the rug. He was like very out there with his voice about it, I think. So yeah.
Today, we're gonna be pretty vocal. As always, I do want to preface the entire video with my usual spiel of it's all my opinion. They're like buttholes. Everyone has one.
Oh my god.
World of Warcraft is a good precursor to politics, I feel. Even people trying out other MMOs stirs the pot of controversy. I feel like I need a PR agent to proof watch this video, lest I offend anyone with my brazen taste in gaming.
Paid character progression and services has ruined World of Warcraft.
You stupid! With me!
Consider this video a form of that survey that you guys give people when they unsubscribe, because admittedly...
Does anyone actually write any feedback here? I have unsubbed from WoW quite a few times in my time. I never bothered like writing anything here, man. I just skipped it. I just want to get it done with, just move on. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Mine was less than constructive. So let's strap on our big boy underwear and handle this like grown neckbeards, shall we? You guys are about to make me bust out the spray bottle on your asses. No. Bad neckbeards. Bad.
Jesus.
No. There are ultimately 3 reasons why I'm moving on, and I'll explain them, but I'll go in an order of what I think you'll find the most interesting, starting with the fact that I just simply don't find it worth my time nor money, so I'm moving on. It's something I've done before. I didn't enjoy the Battle for Azeroth, so I quit about halfway through the Battle for Azeroth when Classic came out. In fact, I've expressed this several times, that if Classic were not out, I probably would have quit World of Warcraft a long time ago. And
probably same. That's the whole reason why, that's the whole spiel, the whole reason why I got back into so much WoW. because like classic WoW, you know, I started playing so much back then, so that's basically why.
The main reason for that is probably something you guessed by now if you've paid attention to my previous videos, and it's mainly microtransactions. There are a lot of other reasons, but the primary one is the cash shop. I know to any longtime subscribers, I'll sound like a broken record here, but current World of Warcraft I don't find to be worth my time because time isn't the most effective way to progress your character.
Spend money.
Money is. Since the release of the WoW token and the inception of carry runs, you can now buy anything officially from Blizzard through the in-game cash shop. Just because you don't see high-level mythic keystone clears or arena carries or heroic or mythic raid boss.
I feel like all you see, I don't really play a lot of retail anymore, but all I saw when I opened like the looking for group tab was just always like finding people for like finding boosts or boosting to Glad or boosting to 2400 or 1800 for your weekly thing or Mythic 15 or, you know, ahead of the curve or something like that. And that can get kind of like, you know, a little bit... Yeah, not too hot, I think. It's kind of the same in TPC. Yeah, it's the same in TPC as well. It's turning into that 2 module where like people are just selling boosts, selling like Mara, selling slave pins, all that stuff as well. Like it's the same spiel. Yeah, let's see what he's gonna say about it though.
This doesn't mean they're not there. Don't get confused. They are there. These carry runs are officially sanctioned by Blizzard. In the game, you can pay real-life money for an in-game service. That's against the rules, as it compromises its integrity. However, in the game, you can pay real-life money for gold, and then use that gold to pay for in-game services, and that isn't against the rules. Come on down! You're the next contestant on The Price is Bullshit. It still completely compromises its integrity, but Blizzard now profits off of it, so don't worry about that too much. If they were to announce tomorrow that in the cash...
Oh my god, $25, Mythic 15 clear. To be honest though, when I played retail, dude, I pumped through Mythic 15s like it ain't no big deal, man. I absolutely blasted through it, just saying, alright?
You can now just buy raid clears, you can now just straight up buy gear, Mythic plus 15 clears. People would flip an absolute lid, but because there's this one extra step, it's obfuscated enough to be deemed acceptable. But the truth is, ever since the token's inception, these have all been purchasable with real money, completely in the clear of the terms of service, and many people are doing it, which is why you see so many of them. Instead of banning cheaters, Blizzard now just profits off of them, and because of that, I feel like real money has too much of an influence.
Got something that might interest you.
For example, their legend...
Sorry, why did they make all the cool mounts in retail like you have to buy them, man? All the unique like cool models are all like from the store. That sucks, dude. Unbelievable.
System. Those base pieces are pretty expensive. You could go mining or herbing, do some crafting and farm up enough gold to get them, sure, but you can also just click a button 3 or 4 times and get it instantly. Being able to say that I earned this thing that's only attainable through an investment of time is so important in games with character progression, and when that line is crossed,
what the game is all
time
about.
Isn't the only path to get something, the experience as a whole is made less because, surprisingly, there's no accomplishment through swiping a credit card.
Swiper no swiping! Swiper no swiping!
Oh shit.
Swiper no swiping!
You're too late! You'll never find it now!
Yeah, granted, there will always be people who'll find a way to do it. They'll go through a third-party website, which
there's always a way, right? But if it's easy, look at this, man. It's just if it's easier, right? That's like if it's solely easily accessible, a lot of people are gonna do it. What's up, Adriana? How are you doing? Watching the new MadSeasonshow video here.
Keeping their game clean is evidenced by their group finder, still to this day being infested with advertisements. But I digress. There will always be people who go through these sites and get by a ban, but the issue is if the people running the game cut themselves on the profit, it of course causes more people to do it, right? No longer do people have to go through these shady-ass third-party websites where possibly your card number gets stolen, possibly your account gets banned, or more than possibly your personal information gets stolen. Of course, if you're able to buy currency through a secured, instant, guaranteed, and officially advertised and supported service, people are going to be doing it now more than ever before. Plus, I just think that a failure in enforcing your own rules doesn't warrant cutting yourself in on the profits and contributing to the destruction of your own game. The line has been crossed, and for me, it's no longer a game.
It's a
To
downhill
me,
slope, man.
it's now a scheme to separate me from my money by dangling instant progression-laden services in front of my face. And you now
60.
disadvantage yourself against other people if you ignore it.
Oh no, man. Look at him, man. God damn, dude.
And refuse to cough up the extra
Sag.
dough. If I just play it as a game, I feel like I'm disadvantaged. Again, this is me. I'm not telling you how you should think about it.
Yep.
This is what I feel whenever I played Current, and it's gotten to the point to where the game itself has to be so over the top, exceptionally good for me to look past it. And although I do think Shadowlands is an improvement over BFA, it's
True.
nowhere near close enough. Like, there's very little that you can't buy with real money in the game at this point. You can buy levels, you can buy currency, you can buy gear, you can buy raid progression. Paid progression is bad enough for any genre, but it's absolutely terrible for RPGs.
The
a
thing
genre
about
that's
me,
centered
boys, is
around-
that... Dude, I was just about to say it. Unironically, I was just about to say that. For me, the most important part about like an MMO or WoW in general is like my progression on my character, right? Like getting upgrades for gear, levels, professions, like upgrading my gear, getting stronger and stronger, right? And I think for me, maybe a little bit with retail is that I stopped really caring a lot about my character and like, you know, enjoying the progression of it. That's why like I kind of like slipped out a little bit with retail personally, I think. My character progression kind of like stalled after that, right? I don't know. So yeah, let's see what he's going to say though.
Character progression. So, due to that and the many other issues that the game has, I quit. And the only reason I stuck with Classic is because it was promised to be a re-release of the game in a state before it was bastardized beyond redemption. And they flat out lied about it, as
Gotcha.
proven with the character boost. I felt like this was such a betrayal to the Classic community.
Oh no. Ah! Okay. Jesus! Real
And I'm not alone in this. What you're looking at is an
Yo, what
unedited
the hell?
capture of the comment section of one of the Burning Crusade videos. Don't believe me? Just go check it out for yourself.
Oh my god, stop ruining the good version of the game. World of Cash crap. Best in slot for rogues. My leather wallet. Oh my god.
This is what Blizzard has done
Jesus.
to the Classic community.
YouTube can be ruthless
Just an
sometimes.
ongoing stream of people tired of the BS, people tired of the lies,
Yep.
and people tired of the greed. And can you blame them? I
They can
have
be
zero
ruthless.
trust in them to put gameplay first, as they so claim. So, I'm quitting. We now have leaks of the WoW token in the cash shop, which
Damn.
Blizzard has said nothing about, which should tell you all that you need to know. I mean, come on. It's the very definition
It isn't actually coming to Classic. Oops, TBC WoW token data main. Haha, it isn't actually coming to Classic though. Right? Oh no. I mean, we'll
of
see,
this
boys.
meme. If something
We'll
is
see.
data mined and the forums are filled with thread after thread asking,
this is sad,
isn't actually
man.
coming to the game, right, Blizzard? Right? And it's met with deafening
music as
silence.
well.
That's all I need to know. Even if it doesn't come out. That's the thing with trust. It's hard to gain and
True-
easy
true
to
rust.
lose. And if you
True
lose
rust.
it, the player feels like their time spent isn't worthwhile. For example, unlocking your epic flying, or getting all of this awesome crafted gear, or having a big nest egg of gold. It all has this black cloud
Yeah.
hanging above, and that's telling me this is a waste of time because it's likely that eventually
Yeah.
people are just going to be able to buy this
get that.
officially through Blizzard's cash shop with no risk of a ban.
Yeah.
I know to a lot of you it's not a big deal.
It's not as fun farming something in a video game if you know you can just like buy it like instantly, right? That's like a part of the fun, like investing your time into a game and becoming better and progressing your whatever you're doing. That's like a part of it, right? So if you can just purchase that, it takes a little bit of that enjoyment out.
Whatever, that's you. I acknowledge that you exist, but I think it's fair to acknowledge that I and many others also exist. And if you agree with what I'm saying here,
Downfall
I
of all,
encourage you to let
scats
your
myself.
voice
Jesus.
be heard and show everyone just how much you supposedly don't exist. I make this video not just to express my own voice, but to the countless voices no one can hear anymore because they've moved on and were just labeled as haters. Many of them
Gotcha.
being my friends, by the way, which is another reason I'm quitting.
Man.
Friends I did the rank 14 grind with, casual
Good
friends,
screenshots.
players from all levels of gameplay have quit due to the cash shop. So even if I were to personally look past all of this, my experience would still be lesser because I now have less friends playing. I know that this is a cliche of every YouTube channel that's ever existed, but I don't take pleasure in shitting on things. You may find it entertaining.
I think some people probably do, let's be honest here, man, okay? It's actually like, it's really huge for like a big content creator like this, like a huge WoW content creator, to say he's quitting. Like some people say like they take breaks or whatever, but like straight up quitting, that's pretty big. That's a big statement to get out there if you're that big, right?
I personally don't enjoy it. That's not to say it shouldn't be talked about. After all, it seems to be the only way to get things changed, as evidenced by them lowering their completely ludicrous $35 charge and cloning your classic character down to $15.
The fact that you have to pay to stay on classic era servers, that blew my mind that they did that. I mean, I guess in retrospect, like you could kind of see it coming, but that was pretty insane. And I mean, that's the reason why the classic era servers are dead, right? I mean, nobody plays them because like who's gonna want to pay like money to stay on a server that's at next Ramus?
See, now you're only getting screwed a little bit instead of a lot. Thanks for putting the player first, Blizzard. By the way, am I the only person who sees something wrong here? There are like 5 level 60s playing on these classic era servers at any given point, so why are they even charging people for it? Forget raiding and battlegrounds. It's hard to even form a dungeon group at this point. The game is nigh unplayable, so how about a widget showing how many players are currently online before you charge people $15 to unlock the characters they've already leveled and geared? No? Asking too much? Okay, just so we're clear here. How often is it that the player base feels like they have to fight for the game against the very people running it? It's exhausting. Gameplay first should be in the best interest of both parties. What's gameplay first about paying money to skip 57 levels of character progression? And if your response is improved accessibility, isn't it this very same gameplay destroying accessibility that
I know I'm probably alone on the, like, at least not alone, but like very in the minority, but I actually like the leveling, man. I think it's a big part of the game. I think it's a big part of what makes the game fun. But yeah,
has been suffering from for the last decade. That's chased away an audience large enough to populate 70 servers for a 15-year-old version of their game.
What do you mean? What do you say? Leveling is par go. You legitimately, your entire fucking YouTube, Twitch is about leveling. This guy over here, man, Tommy Salami, the alleged speedrunner god. Ay, man. Come on.
First place, it's just so fruitless, and no one can say I didn't try. I mean, when you take the time to make a 1-hour video saying that the level boost isn't the end of it, and next will be mounts, pets, toys, and so on, and in return people call you a conspiracy theorist, call you Alex Jones, and then like a week later, oh shit. Well,
yeah, he's Tommy Salami speedrun leveling because he hates it so much, man. He hates it so much, he has to speedrun it.
Well, I for one am shocked. I mean, what could go wrong in putting your faith in a company that's already gone back on their word multiple times? Or maybe showing basic math, like 2 + 2 = 4, and that bots will abuse the level boost. And then people reply, nah fam, 2 + 2 = -17. It's not viable to skip 57 levels of progression. Well, apparently they invested into the name change service and switched to Harry Houdini, because ever since screenshots like this came out, they've magically disappeared.
What is this, Bernard?
Swipe Lord 420. All of this bits. Oh my god, all these videos about the bots in Marathon. Oh my god. Dude. Look at him. It's like an infestation. Holy cow.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
I cannot see the things that will happen. I've spared them that. Their lives are blissful. In a way, their existence is purer than ours.
No need, WoW token.
Free to
Jesus.
be burden of self-doubt.
I don't understand.
You're a fucking monster.
Or how the old world is now abandoned because players feel a little silly leveling in a completely barren world when there's a big button on the login screen that sends you straight to the Outland. Of course, this is also due to dungeon boosting, but even though that's harder to do now, it's gotten way worse. 90% of the Alliance, if they boost, do so at level...
Wait, what do you mean streamer? Why is he doing that? Unbelievable, man. And why is he... Okay, I'm not even gonna bother.
Level 15 and higher, as that's the minimum level to enter the stockades. Therefore, Westfall, the most popular Alliance leveling
Same
zone
here,
to get to 15,
yeah.
is a good example to provide. Here's Westfall before the boosts were added, and here's Westfall in the afternoon on one of the most populated servers after the boosts. And the expansion is still fresh. This is when the game gets the biggest influx of new players, and it's a dead world on one of the most populated servers. These aren't Nostradamus level predictions. Anyone who wasn't willing to throw away common sense and over a decade of history could have made these predictions. But sadly, even with everyone collectively agreeing that bots had overrun the game, it wasn't
You've been innovative, but don't you see the problem? Dude, the whole... I don't know, man. The whole boosting thing is so...
And now that it's in, it's here to stay.
They're actually getting to level 60 now to make themselves look a little bit less obvious. Oh, another one. Here we go. Quick inspects.
Hey, champ. That's really interesting. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Oh, sorry. Thank you, the mighty Thordran with the tier 1. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Dude, there's a lot of these troll malice around town, boys. You see them, you can see these quite often around Slaypens.
Full communal.
Thank you, though, mighty Thordran.
Another one. Varani. Exactly the same talents as all the other bots.
Big sprint.
And they always sprint back inside. Another one.
Oh my god.
Nothing. Jesus.
Dude, they love Slaypens.
I've only been standing here for a few minutes.
It.
Another one. Night Elf. Bring it to me. Oh yeah. You're really fooling everyone else with that name. Look at all these bots. 2, 3.
Oh my god. Blood Raver. Oh god.
Oh my god.
The character boost has already damaged the game irreparably, and if/when they release the token, mount even further. So again, this is me. I personally am unwilling to go through it again. Yeah, they are a business, and yeah, it's their right to earn money at the cost of gameplay, but it's also my right to unsubscribe because the product they provide is now compromised past the point of playability. Clearly, speaking up against it isn't enough, so the only route left is to speak with your wallet. They ostracized a community large enough to warrant over 70 servers for a recreation of a 15-year-old version of their game. Just try to wrap your head around that for a moment, and when you do, try to wrap your head around the fact that they're now doing it for a second time. I mean,
I mean,
if I truly wanted to turn my channel into a shit on Blizzard channel, it would be trivial. It writes itself at this point, but it's just not what I want my content to be. I mean, of course, why would you surround yourself with things that annoy you? It's a pretty normal reaction. It's not the atmosphere I want to set for the channel, but you're put into this awkward position. Do you continue to do this and share your true feelings and thoughts? Do you stick true to your subscribers in this way, even if it takes the channel into a direction you don't want to go in? Or do you sit down, shut up, and mute yourself because you don't want to churn waters and turn your channel into an outrage machine? You should have seen this video in its first draft. It was over an hour long. I was going ham.
Oh yeah, that's quite a lot longer, man. Okay.
But I had a change of heart. If my heart's behind something, I want it to be an expression of a love, care, and passion that this game used to give me.
Yeah, the thing about it is, man, like, I think like everybody wants WoW to do well. That's why it's such like a big thing if somebody like MadSeason quits, right? Because I genuinely believe he wants the game to do amazing, right? But it can be hard sometimes, I suppose, right? So a lot of people love this game, myself included, and they want it to do good, right? So it can be hard to kind of like stop playing it and quitting it straight up.
Not the frustration and disappointment that it now gives me. So, negative honesty or positive indifference. These are the two paths that have been laid before me for the past few months. And I refuse to go down either. I instead choose to carve my own.
Reason 2, the passion of the neckbeard.
The second reason for my quitting is, for all intents and purposes, this is a classic channel. As mentioned, I quit playing current. I don't really have an interest in that. Classic overall, I enjoy more, but there's a drawback, and I've known this ever since I made the transition. And that's the fact that classic is classic. It's a solved game, it's a beaten game.
Yep,
Therefore,
that's
in
true.
the long run, it just doesn't lend itself very well to a YouTube channel.
That's
There's
one of
an
the
eventual
drawbacks.
finish line of things that I can talk about, and while I feel like I haven't reached it yet, there's a ton of stuff I still want to talk about. It just makes sense to put an end to it before I reach that point.
I think I do agree with I really love Classic, but one of the big drawbacks of it is that it's like you know the whole game, right? So having something new and fresh is not gonna happen in the same way in Classic, where like you're gonna know nothing about the game, right? That's like one of the drawbacks, I suppose, because you do know everything about the game, like. You know, phase 1, this happens. Phase 2, that happens. This happens. Like, farm these mats for this, farm that, farm this for that, right? Everybody knows what to do, and that's like one of the drawbacks about Classic. I think that there's no like real new thing that you gotta explore, a new world, right? But I do still love Classic so much, man. Like, I mean, there's a reason why I played it so much, right? And so, for such a long time. So yeah.
I have at this point over 600 videos about World of Warcraft. I'm very proud of that number.
Yep.
These videos were created with a passion behind them. One that's been waning due to the aforementioned circumstances. In running a YouTube channel or a stream or any form of online entertainment, there are a lot of abstract things that the viewers don't really see. One of the most important being passion. It's the reason why we get out of bed in the morning. It's the reason why we care for things and people. It's the tinder that lights the fire and keeps it burning bright. And it's important in the realm of content creation because the more passionate someone is about something, the better the end product is. For example, you have two streamers.
Okay.
One is completely miserable, they're not engaged. It looks like the last place that they want to be in the entire world is in that chair in front of that camera. And you have streamer 2 who's having the time of their life. They're clearly enjoying what they do, glad to be a part of the community that they built, excited for the future, happy. The show that streamer 2 puts out, unless you're into misery porn, is superior to the show that streamer 1 puts out. If you care about something more, you care about putting more effort into it. It's the same with videos. You'll think about what you're talking about more, run it by
looking at no mind,
other people, get other people's perspective, and learn new editing tricks if you're passionate about it. You can say it with anything in life really, and everyone relates to this in some way. So that's where I stand right now. I feel really frustrated and stifled creatively because I've started to lose that passion, not for video editing, but rather for the subject matter, World of Warcraft. And if I were to continue to force myself into it, it would just result in the videos becoming less and less interesting, less entertaining, and lacking passion. It hasn't gotten to that for me yet, but I can feel it coming. So what I need to do is to channel my energies into other things, of which there are plenty.
I think... Yeah, for me at the moment, I'm still really enjoying WoW. I'm still having a lot of fun with it, but I think that's because I never really did a lot of TBC stuff back in the day, right? Like I was a kid and I never played TBC private server, so I'm still enjoying it, right? But I can definitely, like, if it's something you've been doing it for a while and stuff, like you can lose the spark. But it is very dangerous if you are like a WoW content creator to like move away from the game, right? Because a lot of people are like, you know, WoW frogs. They want to watch for WoW, and like if you do something else, it's, you know, maybe they won't watch. But the dream for every content creator is to have people watch for you, not for the game that you play.
I already have a bunch of stuff finished in script form, but I haven't put in the time because I just preferred to spend it with Classic. But now with the level boost and the revving of the microtransaction chainsaw in the distance, the skills are tipping. I have no idea what'll happen, or if you guys will even like it. Some of it is out there, not gonna lie. Got some pretty weird shit coming your way. I fully expect after posting this video that this is goodbye to a lot of people. But before you head out, I want you to leave with my sincere and undying thank you for the time that you've given me over the past 6 years. Time is the most important thing in life that you can spend, and the amount of people I've reached over the years is something that's so incredibly special to me, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's something I'm very proud of. Back in the day when YouTube was first starting up, I was the viewer who, when a certain
Oh my god. Dude, sorry, this YouTube, seeing YouTube like this is like crazy.
It made my day. It turned a shitty day into a good one.
Holy
no matter
cow.
what was going on, so having known this perspective, to be that channel for other people is something I'm very grateful for to provide.
That's cool.
And I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I agree with that.
Well, almost anything. I will trade it for my personal happiness because, as I've explained, I think it's just the best thing for everyone involved. So I have no idea what'll happen, but I follow my heart in all things in life, and this is what my heart is telling me. The fact that this channel exists at all is a result of me following my heart. The only thing I do know is that I'd rather have a channel that's dead instead of one that isn't alive.
Yo, that's kind of deep, man. What? Oh my god. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, like, a lot of not just WoW content creators, but a lot of content creators are like, you know, they started doing it for fun. So if it reaches a point at some point where, like, you're not having fun anymore and it's just like you're just going through the motion, like, I can get that, right? Where you would want to try something else.
The third and final reason for me quitting is the biggest one. Even bigger than the previous 2 points. It has nothing to do with the game, YouTube, or anything like that. It's a very personal one, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I've bared my heart up until this point, but this is where I'll draw the line. A trap that I feel a lot of content creators fall into is that they overshare. They let go of too much personal information about themselves or their personal life, their relationships, and unfortunately, it's later used against them in various ways. And from the beginning, I promised myself that I wouldn't cross that line. It's one of the reasons why you haven't seen my face. As far as you guys know, I'm just another voice in the ether. A government text-to-speech program meant to spy on all of you and collect data. But there was a glitch in my code and I just sort of talked about World of Warcraft for 6 years. Saying it's been tough is an understatement.
That's a long time to do, like, just WoW videos on YouTube. Just bing bong all the time. That's a long ass, holy cow.
It's given me a lot of perspective of the value of time and how we need to use it in the best way that we possibly can. No exceptions, no compromises, no settling. On YouTube and out of YouTube, I want to do things that matter. I want to make things that are close to my heart and share things I'm passionate about and meet people who share those passions. Ultimately, I feel like I don't get that anymore from World of Warcraft, so ultimately, I'm moving on. It's a decision that brings all sorts of emotions. I'm sad because I'm moving on from something that's been a part of my life for the past 16 years. I'm sad that I'm leaving behind the people playing it. I'm sad that I'll be leaving the World of Warcraft community. But I'm excited for all of the free I now have because, goddamn, MMOs are time consuming. And I'm excited to get into things I've been putting off for years and sharing that with you all and seeing what this next step of life has to offer. But most of all, I'm relieved.
Damn.
I want to do my things.
It must feel really relieving though. If it's something you've been wanting to do for a while, finally doing it must be really scary, but you must feel like a big, you know, weight off your shoulders, I think. I really, damn.
To you, the viewer, for giving me the time, as you've done so many times. I want to thank my fellow content creators in the World of Warcraft community. You guys know who you are. Behind the scenes, it's just a group of friends or like-minded people. I know we all disagree with each other in various things sometimes, but I've always had a great respect for the care and passion that they've shown, and I wish them nothing but the best in their future endeavors. In closing, I want to say that I'm not here to take away from anyone's fun or enjoyment. If you're enjoying yourself, good. It's nice to have things in life that you enjoy, but it's also not nice to have things in life that you enjoy taken away from you, which is why this video exists. For me, at this point, I feel like the bad outweighs the good, and why pay $15 a month for that? I'm sorry if this disappoints you, but hey, disappointment is my middle name.
Oh.
I'm not really sure where I was going with that. Hang on, let me redo.
I like the editing in the video. Oh shit. Dude. Is that it? No, not yet. Damn. That must be a scary thing to do, man. It's like his journey. Classic right now. Oh, Leroy. the fact that I remember that, sorry, that's a video of like ERP. Sorry, I don't know why I remember, I don't know. Okay.
You are not prepared.
Oh, dude, 4 strength, 4 stam, leather belt. Ah!
Level
Damn.
18?
You are not prepared.
We're too late. This entire city must be purged.
Man. So he's going through all the expansions, it seems. Everything.
At long last, no king rules forever, my son.
Cataclysm. This is where I quit for the first time. This is where I quit. The trailer was cool though, Kata. It's a cool trailer.
To ask why we fight is to ask
play
why
mob.
leaves fall. Why do we fight? To preserve balance and bring harmony.
I didn't play mob personally. Didn't play this either really. I had a long break from WoW, now that I think about it. I didn't make it.
Hey there, champion. We got some more azurite for your run, Kilmagny.
Oh my god. Yo, man. It's kinda sad. Damn. Oh my god. Old CRT monitor. Dude. Well. There it is, man. There it is, dude. Holy cow. That was a interesting video. It is a scary thing when somebody that big stops doing whatever they're doing, right? Because his entire channel is WoW. I really think he's probably able to get over like and do something else than WoW, but it's a very, very scary thing. Everyone that says we leave but they return anyways, yeah, I guess so. But it's like if you have that big of an audience as he does, like 400,000 subscribers, right? And like you're saying, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna quit. I'm done making videos and everything. That's a big thing, man. That's a really, really big thing.